think the key for explosive growth is, like you say, it's explosive. So you need to try and maintain a level of control, and you certainly do that by having all the information to hand to see where the growth's coming from, to see how you react to that growth, whether it be more product, more staff, whatever the case may be. You need visibility of that.
So to be able to grow at a super rapid speed, I think you need to know sort of where you're going. A roadmap is super important. Knowing those things that are not negotiable within your company, knowing those things that would potentially be your downfall. Staying, my dad always said to me, cash is king. Cash is a bit of a funny term these days, because really what is cash? But really knowing actually what those things that could bring your business down, making sure that you're on top of the money and making sure you've got the right people around you.
Fundamentally, to have explosive growth, you have to have a great proposition, a great product that will enable you to generate that demand. That's beside the product itself or the service that you're offering. It genuinely is, without sounding corny, actually about having the best people. Surround yourself with the best people, get the best people around you, leading that business, driving that explosive growth. Get those people to work together in a way that supports that business moving forward to deliver explosive growth, and you are pretty much halfway there already. The other thing that businesses often do with explosive growth is they start off in great intentions of setting up new teams and let's say we've got a global business going globally, setting up new teams in new markets, and absolutely is an imperative to understand the local market, and so therefore if you're going global, so if you're going to be achieving explosive global growth, yes, you want to understand the absolute nuances of the market itself. However, what you've got to be really careful is that you organize yourself properly so that you can scale up without falling over in cost, replicating territory structure, country structure that you've had for one country when you first had your organization just starting out, and then trying to do that for 400-500 different offices, etc. It's not leveraging your business and growing it in a way that's sustainable. And early on, think about that efficiency, think about how to organize that business in a scalable way. And that's an absolute success factor in terms of, and differentiator between those people who are able to maintain explosive growth and make it work for them, and those who get to explosive growth, grow too quickly, financially become out of control from a resourcing point of view, etc. And then they fall over. So those are critical factors.
Well, I think in general terms, you have to have a team that are capable of going through the challenges of explosive growth and all the change, uncertainty, and sometimes roller coaster life that can bring. So the team, number one, assuming you've got the team in place, you really have to be sure that you have a product or a service that is genuinely good, that can go up against existing players in the market, have a real point of difference. And you then need to be, I think, very, very clear around who you're targeting, because you can't afford to be spraying whatever investment funds you have too widely. You need to hone in on a target and be very, very meaningful to that audience.
Critical enablers, efficiency. I think too often when we're growing rapidly, we think of efficiency as something we'll do when we've grown. We think of it as something that grown-up companies do. So I think the more efficiency you can bring while you're growing, the faster you can grow.
Ultimately, really, it's about having the right team in place. It's about having the finance team able to keep an eye on cash flows, keep an eye on your revenues, keep an eye on your finances. It's about having a great sales team. It's about having a great marketing team. And someone that is there overseeing the business and putting the business and the culture and driving it forward. They're the really important things, I think, that help drive the business forward.